So hey guys, this is Deepak, and so guys, in this lecture we are going to start vector algebra. In vector algebra we'll study vector addition, vector multiplication and vector subtraction. After vector subtraction we'll study resolution of vector, right? So in vector addition we'll study two laws of vector addition, means two method of addition of vector, triangle law of vector addition and parallelogram law of vector addition, right? And after vector addition we'll focus on multiplication of vector, and in multiplication of vector we will study two type of multiplication of vector. We can multiply vectors in two way, by using dot product and by using cross product, right? So let's start our today's first topic, and that is vector addition. So firstly we'll discuss triangle law of vector addition, right? Triangle law of vector addition, right? So in triangle of vector addition, what we can do is, if we have given two vectors in a space, this is vector A and this is your vector B, right? So as we know from lecture 1, this is the tail of vector A and this is the head of vector A, right? And similarly this is the tail of vector B and this is the head of vector B, right? So this is your two vector A and B, and the magnitude of vector A is written as something like this, and magnitude of B is written as this. This is a modulus of B and this is a modulus of A, right? So if you have to add this vector A and vector B, what you can do is you have to make a triangle in a specific bay, right? In particular fixed bay, and the manner of making triangle is you have to put the head of vector A with the tail of vector B and make a triangle, and you will get the sum of A and B, right, from that triangle. Or you can also put the tail of A with head of B, and you can also find sum of A and B, right? So we have two ways to find A and B from triangle of vector addition. Like this is your vector A and this is the head of vector A. So put the tail of vector B with the head of vector A. So this is vector B, and join both the point. So this is A and this is B, and this will be your vector A plus B, means this is a resultant vector of A and B, means this is the sum of A and B, vector A and vector B, right? So this is your resultant vector. Or you can also sum the vector in this way. This is your vector B, and put the tail of vector A with head of vector B, and you can also make the triangle. This is vector B and this is vector A, and you will get B plus A. So this is your resultant vector. This is sum of A and B, right? So we can do in two way. So this was the triangle of vector addition. So in triangle of vector addition we have to make triangle by using two vector and consider both the vector as a side of triangle, right? And you will find the third side of triangle as a sum of A and B, right? So this was the triangle of vector addition. After triangle of vector addition we have to discuss parallelogram law of vector addition. This is the another method to find A and B, to find sum of A and B, right? So what we can do in parallelogram law of vector addition is, if you have two vector in a space, something like this, similar to this, then you have to join the tail of both the vector at same point, means coincide the tail of A and B at this point, and draw the parallelogram by considering A and B as a two sides of parallelogram, right? So this is your parallelogram. So this is point A, B, C and D, right? Draw the diagonal from this point. So diagonal, so the tail of A and tail of B and tail of AC, right, is at same point, and vector and sum of A and B is given by AC. So this is a plus b. So the diagonal of this parallelogram will give you sum of a and b, right? So this is your resultant vector, this is your resultant vector, right? So this is your resultant vector a plus b, right? So you can also find a plus b by using this law. In parallelogram law of vector addition, you have to put the tail of both the vector at same point and consider a and b as a two sides of parallelogram, right? And find a plus b as a diagonal of that parallelogram, right? So we have discussed triangle of vector addition and parallelogram law of vector addition, right? So our next topic is how we can find magnitude of a plus b, right? So as we know, magnitude of a is written as modulus of a and magnitude of b is written as modulus of b, right? So similarly, magnitude of a plus b is written as modulus of a plus b. That's simple, right? So to find a plus b means magnitude of a plus b, we can use parallelogram law of vector addition. So this is your parallelogram, right? And this is your diagonal of this parallelogram. This is point A, B, C, D, right? And this is your vector A and this is your vector B, right? So keep it simple and take it as a magnitude of A and B, and this is your magnitude of A plus B, right? So this is your resultant vector. Extend line A and B up to this point and draw the perpendicular line from point C and make an right angle triangle. Let this point is E, so you will get right angle triangle BEC, right? And you will also find right angle triangle AEC. So you have two right angle triangle AEC and right angle triangle BEC, right? BEC. We are going to find magnitude of A plus B, right? You have to remember, we are going to find magnitude of A plus B. That's simple. Okay, so here BC is also equal to what? AD, because both are parallel. So this is also equal to B, and we have to find B and EC to find magnitude of A plus B. So in right angle triangle BEC, we have to find B and EC. So apply the trigonometric ratio. Consider theta is an angle between A and A plus B, right? And consider alpha as an angle between vector A and vector B, right? So alpha is the angle between vector A and vector B, and theta is the angle between vector A plus B and vector A, right? Write the trigonometric ratio in triangle BEC to find BE and EC, right? So this is your alpha, this is also alpha. Angle EBC is also alpha. Angle EBC is also equal to what? Alpha. Why? Because both are parallel, and this is your alpha, right? So this is your A and this is your B, so this is alpha, right? So because angle between A and B is alpha, right? So write sin alpha in triangle BEC. So sin alpha is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So this is your perpendicular, EC is your perpendicular, and hypotenuse. So BC is your hypotenuse, right? So from here you can find EC is equal to BC. What is the value of BC? BC is B, right? And into sin alpha. So this is your EC, and similarly find the value of B from triangle BEC. If you will write cos alpha, then you will find B. So cos alpha is equal to base upon hypotenuse. So in this triangle, B is your base, so B divided by a hypotenuse. So BC is your hypotenuse, BC, sorry, and this is BC. So B, so you'll find B from here. So B is equal to, what is your BC? BC is B into cos alpha. So B is B cos alpha, B is B cos alpha, B is B cos alpha, and this is your B sin alpha, right? this is sine alpha, and this is cos alpha, right? So what next? Write the Pythagoras theorem in triangle AEC, then you will get AC square is equal to AE square plus EC square, because according to Pythagoras theorem you will get hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square, right? So here AC is your hypotenuse, and AE is your base, and EC is your perpendicular, right? So AC square is equal to AE square plus EC square, right? So from here, what is AC? So AC is your A plus B, magnitude of A plus B, right? And what is your AE? So AE is AB plus BE. You can write AE is AB plus BE square. From here, AE is equal to AB plus BE, right? So AB is A, and EC is B sine alpha whole square, right? This is whole square, and this is the magnitude of A plus B whole square is equal to, what is the value of AB? AB is A, magnitude of A, plus what is BE? B is B cos alpha, magnitude of B cos alpha whole square, plus magnitude of B whole square sine square alpha, right? So apply the formula A plus B whole square in this section. So you will get A plus B whole square is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB, right? If you will put A plus B whole square at here, then you will find magnitude of A whole square plus magnitude of B cos alpha whole square plus 2 into magnitude of A into magnitude of B cos alpha, right? And this is your B square sine square alpha, B square sine square alpha, right? So from here you can find magnitude of A plus B whole square is equal to A square plus magnitude of B whole square sine square, sorry, cos square alpha plus this magnitude of B sine square alpha, this is also a square, and plus 2 into magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos alpha, right? This is very simple. So you can find from trigonometric identity, cos square alpha plus sine square alpha is equal to 1. So put the value of cos square alpha plus sine square alpha is equal to 1 in this expression. So you will find magnitude of A plus B whole square, magnitude of A plus B whole square is equal to magnitude of A square plus this is B. If you will take B as a common, B square as a common, then you will find cos square alpha plus sine square alpha. So this is only B square, magnitude of B square, and plus 2 into magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos alpha. So from here, magnitude of A plus B is equal to what? Magnitude of A plus B is equal to a square root of magnitude of A whole square plus magnitude of vector B whole square plus 2 into magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos alpha. So this is your magnitude of sum of vector A and B, right? So you have to remember this formula, because we'll use in further lectures. This alpha is the angle between vector A and B. Now our next topic is how we can find the direction of A plus B, right? So to find the direction of A plus B, you have to write tan theta in triangle AEC, right? So if you write tan theta in triangle AEC, then you will get value of theta, and theta is the direction of vector A and B. So tan theta in triangle AEC, right? So tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base. So in this triangle, this is your triangle and this is your theta. So this is theta, then this is your perpendicular and this is your base, right? Because this is 90 degree. So perpendicular upon base. So perpendicular is b sine alpha divided by what is your base? So this is your base, AE. A is your base. So what is the value of AE? So AE is equal to AB plus B. AE is equal to AB plus B, right? So this is B sine alpha divided by what is the value of AB? So AB is the magnitude of A plus what is B? So B is B cos alpha, right? So B is B cos alpha. So this is the tan theta. From here you can find the value of theta. This is tan inverse B sine alpha divided by magnitude of A plus magnitude of B into cos alpha, right? So this is the direction of A plus B, right? This is the direction of A plus B. This is the direction of A plus B. This is A plus B. So this is the direction of A plus B, right? So we have discussed triangle of vector addition, parallelogram law of vector addition, and magnitude of A plus B, and direction of A plus B, right? So our next topic is subtraction of vector, and subtraction of vector is almost similar to addition of vector, right? Only you have to do is invert the direction of B, then find the value of A minus B, right? So this is your A and this was your B, this is vector B. Then to find the value of A minus B, invert the direction of B. So this is your minus B, right? Just invert the direction of B, then you will find another parallelogram in negative direction, right? And this is your diagonal of this parallelogram, and this will give you A plus minus B, simple, right? So this is your A, this is your A minus B, right? So this is very simple, just inverse the direction of B and you will find A minus B, right? So this was the subtraction of A and B.